Hello, hello, and welcome back for more Existential Quandary as Frank Castle and I continue our struggle to survive the zombie apocalypse in Project Zomboid. And last episode brought up a few very troubling sort of philosophical conundrums. Questions like, does Frank deserve to live? Even if he does deserve to live, is there a place for the Punisher in a post-apocalyptic society? And finally, and most importantly, I think, who would make the more attractive woman, Jon Bon Jovi or Steven Tyler? I mean, which one? I personally am leaning towards Bon Jovi myself. I mean, he seems like more of a classic beauty to me, and I've got a thing for kind of the elegance and class of bygone yesteryears. Probably because I possess neither elegance nor class, but still, I do possess affinity for that, and I really think that Bon Jovi sort of has that kind of Elizabeth Taylor sort of vibe that I like. But that aside, another day means another entry into Frank's journal, so let's take a look at that and see what Frank's thoughts are on the matter. War Journal, Day 6. Still on the run. Zombies hound my every step, and just when I think maybe I found a place to hole up, something happens to ruin the quiet. It's something, always something. Dog bark, gunshot, a woman screaming like she's either on fire or giving birth. But I suppose it keeps me focused. This kind of noise keeps me focused. Keeps my mind sharp, instead of daydreaming about the imponderables. Like, who'd make a more attractive chick, Steven Tyler or Jon Bon Jovi? Personally, I'd go with Tyler. He's got that sex symbol thing working. Hard, fierce, like Madonna. Sure, maybe he's not the hottest thing on two legs, but neither is she. But they both have that aura that just oozes pure sex. Can't believe I just wrote that last line. Maybe this place is really starting to get to me. I think I need to get out of here. And Frank is not wrong about the get out of here part. The woman shrieking like he was on fire. That's like the second time we've had that meta noise in like the last 9 seconds. And it appears to have drawn zombies to what we were temporarily... is that just one zombie? If it's just one zombie, we might be able to take her out without raising a ruckus. I kind of like this neighborhood, and I sort of like this house. And I don't really want to abandon it. It's been fairly safe for us. There you go. You're fucking stomped into the goo, ma'am. Anything on you? A foundation makeup. Well, we were just talking about how to turn a handsome gentleman into an attractive lady, and I think a little foundation makeup probably goes a long way in that department, but not necessarily the right order for today. So let's do a little bit of exploring. I think we're going to just do some looting of nearby houses and neighborhoods, assuming we can do so in relative safety, and maybe the shriek... the death shriek, or flame shriek, or birth shriek, whatever the hell variety of shriek that was we just heard, from our nearby neighbor woman, perhaps has pulled the zombies away and is going to give us an opportunity to investigate a few places we didn't have an opportunity to previously investigate. Like, say, this house here. Yeah, I see a zombie. Enjoy a little pan, and fall to the ground, and I'm going to stomp your head. And there you go. That zombie had a school bag on him. That's useful, but we are already doubled up on the bags. We've got both a duffel bag and a school bag. Now this house, I'm gonna guess, is littered with zombies. Bedroom seems safe. Every other window, however, is broken. But I don't see any Zeds, so let's take the glass. What's in this garbage can? Anything? It's empty. Alright, in you go, Frank. Fridge? Plenty of food. That's good. We're actually a little hungry. Let's eat this carrot. I don't want to be carrying too much stuff. I hear pounding like crazy, though. So there's a... You know what? I'm not sure it's worth it. Let's take what... the water bottle. The orange soda I want. Can I carry it in a bag? I can. Eat the cherry. Grab... I don't want the... I can't... I don't want the water bottle. Grab the food. That really puts us over our encumbrance load. We're getting to the point where we're going to have trouble running. Peanut butter is so useful. TV dinner is also fairly useful, assuming we can find a place to cook it. Let's just beat it. We've got quite a lot of food that we're carrying around, which is kind of dangerous because I'm a little worried about spoilage. But I don't want to fight those two zombies for whatever else might be in that house. What I'd like to find is some friggin' tools. Specifically, just like a hammer would be unspeakably useful. If we could just come across the hammer. Man, there's a lot of Zeds down there. 3, which is probably more than we can fight. I'm really sort of uncomfortable engaged. There's a lot more down that way, too. Really sort of uncomfortable engaging in combat as heavily encumbered as we are, but we can't seem to find a safe place to just sort of hole up. Let's check this house out. When I don't loot things that I need or that I find that are useful, I feel like I'm wasting an opportunity. Life's nothing but a series of wasted opportunities, kids. That's what living is. Opportunities come, opportunities go. Sometimes you can take advantage, sometimes you can't. That's the trick to life. Learning to deal with the times when you can't take advantage. And learning when to take advantage and when to not. That's what it's all about. So this... Oh, bullets. Yep, give me the bullets. We are not leaving bullets, that's for sure. I'm also not going to leave a butter knife. Are we still hungry? We're still hungry. Let's see if this house is cleared. Oh, oh shit. Shut the door. Shut the door. Frank, close the door. Okay, good. One zombie is trapped in the bathroom. That's fine. No, don't. There you go, Frank. Stomp. And keep stomping. Now let out the zombie. Man, bathroom zombies are the worst. Come on you. You're all just like trying to go in and have a nice relaxing bowel movement in the morning. You'd be like, no, I just had my morning coffee. Want to get my BM out of the way and then maybe shower and shave. Bam! Zombies in the fucking shitter. I know. I hate it when zombies try to jump me before I've had my morning shit. Never feels right. You're all backed up for the rest of the day. Constipated. Everything feels terrible. Just set your whole day off wrong, man. Whole day off starts out wrong. I kind of like this house. It's relatively isolated. There's not really anything near it. I think maybe we make this like at least a temporary, and it's also safe from zombies because we have completely eradicated it. I kind of like it. It's small. It's closed in. It feels, it feels relatively safe. There's not a lot around it. We can see zombies coming from a long way away. I think this is where we unload. Also, what is it with steak and pickles? The game really, really, really wants us to eat steak and pickles, and we keep not having opportunities to eat steak and pickles. So, what else do we have in here that needs to go? The orange soda I'm hanging on to. Cigarettes I'm hanging on to. Carrot seed packets. All of this canned food I'm hanging on to. The bath towels, bread can go. 9mm bullets, we're hanging on to all of those as well. Alright, so that's empty. Tomato seeds, whiskey, a TV dinner we can throw in the fridge. Probably the pickles should go in the fridge with the rest of the pickles. We do have nails, which is fantastic. If we could just find a friggin' hammer, we'd be sitting pretty. Chips can stay. Actually, any kind of, like, non-spoilable, I kind of want to hang on to. The problem is, I do want to be able to travel as well. So I think we'll just keep canned goods on us. Everything else has got to go. Bread. We have so many butter knives. They're not heavy, though. So, I mean, there's no disadvantage into carrying them. Our pants, pistol, rip sheets, school bag, shoes. We got a block of tofu and some tomatoes here. We have 5 water bottles. They're all really heavy. That's probably more than we need. We also have 2 in one of our containers. So let's pull them out as well. We do have a bottle of orange soda, which is both liquid and hunger. I think that we're going to hang on to for all time. Pitch the yeast in there. The thread, saw, lighter, pool cue. All of this stuff I sort of want to be able to carry around with me. So what's our overall income? We're basically at our encumbrance limit, though. Which means we've got to get rid of some stuff if we plan on traveling. So there's cereal here. And a lighter. More bullets? More bullets. Well, the bullets come with us. Got a canned carrots. I don't want to abandon all my canned food. Those matches are really useful. I want to keep some canned pepper is good. Little radish seeds. I want to keep some canned food on me pretty much at all times, though. And other than that, it's just garbage bags and forks and spoons. But we have a ton of weight in this bag, and almost all of it is canned goods. Let's offload some of it into the fridge. This way, if we need to, we know where to run and grab everything. So if I'm going to start stockpiling stuff, I want to try and stockpile it all in a single container. The maximum value for this refrigerator is fairly good. The seeds, we don't really need to carry them, but they weigh almost nothing, so it barely matters. The saw, I want to keep. The pool cue is a weapon. It's only fully efficient with 2 hands. You know what? I think we'll store the pool cue. For now. In here with this cereal. Actually, I'm going to move the cereal to the refrigerator. So this is going to be like our temporary base, I think. So the pool cue, the saw I'm not letting out of my inventory. the glue, dry ramen noodles. Toss in here. 20 smokes, some bath towels, and some extra bullets. Let's do some let's get rid of some of these canned goods. Canned carrots, canned potatoes. Carpentry for beginners I'm going to throw on a bookshelf. The knives, or the nails rather, and the knives, that shit all stays with us. As does the whiskey. The disinfectant. Aluminum is not heavy, so I think we can probably afford to hang on to that. On the bookshelf. Let's put carpentry for beginners on the bookshelf. We may be able to read some of that and then use it to help shore this place up a little bit. I could take the bodies and throw them outside. I really don't like having corpses in my house. You know what? I'm doing it. Let's take this outside. I don't want to just leave a dead body lying around. It's really unhygienic, and, well, I feel a little bad about it. So one corpse is gone. All right, sir, please come with me. We've got to police these bodies. Gotta police these bodies. Although, as the Punisher I've found, corpses rarely require policing. They're pretty damn cooperative, which is why I try and make as many of them as possible. I'm the Punisher. Punish the wicked. Yeah, that's nice, Frank. We all know your whole gig. So let's equip you as primary. We're going to put our duffel bag back as our secondary. We're down to a slim trim 9.2 pounds. We are hungry. We have an abundant supply of food, so let's see what we can whip up like as a stir fry. Let's grab some steak here. Steak and strawberries. Steak and tomatoes, maybe. I mean, it wouldn't let us do steak and pickles. What about steak and tomatoes? I think steak and tomatoes would do okay. Let's try it. So let's create a delicious stir fry from steak. I can put tofu in there as well. Steak stir fry. What else can I add? Stir fry. Add pepper as spice. Add tofu, add dry ramen noodles, add tomatoes. All right, so we got some steak and tomatoes. I could do steak and tomatoes, but I can't do steak and pickles, huh? That's the game developers. They're hating on pickles. They hate them. They hate pickles. We'll throw some tofu in there for a little extra protein. We're also thirsty. And let's toss, you know what? Screw it. Let's toss in a little pepper. Let's spice it up. We're getting creative on this shit. We're going full on Gordon Ramsay mode here. You call this food? Wouldn't serve this to me, donkey. Blah. Food, steak, tomatoes, pepper. And you threw tofu in there? What's wrong with you? It's like you've never seen the inside of a kitchen before. Chef Gordon Ramsay, even in the apocalypse, man, guy's a stickler for quality. Right, so let's put back anything we didn't fully eat, like what's left of this steak. We don't need these dry ramen noodles either. Although clearly those can be added, which is nice. Our pepper, it adds to thirst and hunger. Speaking of which, we are thirsty. And also speaking of which, where did those water bottles go? Because I want some of those back. Grab one. I want 2 water bottles back. Fill one. Also drink. So it's getting to be about 6 o'clock in the evening. Probably don't really want to go adventuring. Let's check on our steak and vegetables. Fresh uncooked steak and vegetable stir fry contains steak, tomatoes, tofu, and pepper. It's going to make us very not hungry. It's going to alleviate our boredom and decrease rather, our unhappiness slightly. I love the fact that happiness is not the gauge. It actually gauges unhappiness, not happiness. That tells you kind of the mindset of the developers here. We don't gauge your character's relative happiness. We gauge their relative level of unhappiness. How much do they hate what's going on right now? That's how they judge it. I kind of like that, actually. It seems fully appropriate for the apocalypse. We got a lot of butter knives. Still, butter knives are actually excellent weapons, especially for clearing buildings. So let's eat this delicious stir fry. Out of the same pan we do everything with. What do we do with this pan? Everything. We fight with it, we cook with it, we carry it everywhere we go. It's our main form of defense. It's our most loyal companion. We're very well fed. Excellent. We need another sheet, though. All right, let's see if we can go find another sheet for that window. Shut the door, Frank. We're a little drowsy. And we'll be fine. I think we can probably loot one more house, even if there are a few Zeds in it. Although this area, since the woman's shriek, seems relatively zombie-free. And I haven't noticed... That's the only meta noise we've had so far this entire game. It's just the one zombie shriek. We need to watch these trees. So far, so good. Alright, let's try it. The fact that this place... This is going to set off an alarm, I know it. Well, that window is locked. But this place is completely unmolested. No broken windows. No open doors. No battered parts. The likelihood of an alarm here seems total. Also, we're tired, so of course we'd have to go on the run. We're gonna wait. We're gonna keep waiting. We're gonna wait, and we're gonna keep waiting. Alright, man. I think you're being overly cautious. Let's get the fuck in there. Getting real sleepy out here. God damn it, Frank. Sorry, I didn't mean to close the window. Got a little excited. Jumped the gun slightly. Alright, we need a sheet. Find a sheet, Frank. We need a sheet. Get some books, which I'm not really... Yeah, I don't really care about books. Bathroom zombies. Always be alert for bathroom zombies. Oh, alright. I'm gonna grab a drink out of the toilet. Gotta stay hard. Gotta stay focused. I can't afford to let my concentration lapse, even in the apocalypse. Carpentry for intermediates I'm gonna take. If I stay focused like this, keep myself used to the hard part of life, things being terrible, things being tough. This way I can stay focused, stay frosty, stay hard, stay ready. Alright, well, if we're gonna make this place that we've got sort of appropriated, Frank, our more permanent abode, we're gonna start looting big containers and storing water. Oh, 2 kitchen knives. Oh, we're ready for your shit now, Gordon Ramsay. You want to cut at us? We got 2 kitchen knives, baby. I am ready to take you on in whatever kind of Hell's Kitchen challenge. Also, pineapple, salmon, and a water bottle. Oh, Frank, baby, we're eating like kings tonight, my friend. The kitchen knife is fantastically useful. It's like a better version of the butter knife. No sheet, though, which is disappointing. Still, that's okay. Did any of these windows actually have curtains? No. Not a single curtain in its entire house. Yeah, that's... Once again, Frank, you and your windows, learn the difference between crawling through and flipping open and shut. Please. Sincerely. This is something you must master. This is a task with which you must become fully familiar. Talk to me about the way I handle my windows, man. What do you know? These are double bureaus? Hey, there isn't... Never mind, there's another sheet right in here. We didn't have to go anywhere. We didn't even need to leave the house. We also got some crayons and some more smokes. I'm taking the smokes. That's right. Never know when cigarettes are going to be useful. Good smoke now and then. Relaxes. It's good. Even though it actually isn't a relaxant. It's stimulants, because nicotine. You know what I'm saying. But still. Nice, long, healthy drag on a smoke. Even though there's nothing healthy about it. It can feel real nice. So we're going to fill our cooking pot here. Frank, clearly a former smoker. Yeah, had to give that shit up, though. Catches up with you fast, man. Can't stay a smoker forever. Sometimes you gotta grow up and make the healthy choice. Okay, Frank. Wouldn't expected you to be long-lived enough to be worrying about the future. Yeah, well, what you don't know about me, pal, could fill a fucking encyclopedia. Salmon goes in here as well. Pot of water. Yes, because it's ridiculously heavy. Little pineapple. We'll pitch the pepper back in there. The kitchen knives... I think we store them for now. I'm debating about carrying one, but we do have 5 butter knives. That's a lot of knife action. Disinfectant, aluminum, matches, nails, tea bag. All that stuff stays. The bullets stay. Towel stays. Carpentry for intermediates we'll go put on the bookshelf. The seed packets don't really weigh much. Lighter. Do we need a lighter and matches? Probably not. The saw, the thread, and the yeast. We'll put the yeast in the refrigerator. It seems kind of weird to just keep, like, yeast in a backpack. I got a backpack full of yeast, man. That's like... That sounds vaguely gross. I don't know why. I just keep this packet of living bacteria in my backpack. What, do you got a problem with that? What's wrong with it? It's useful, man. Make bread and stuff. So, we got double carpentry books. Man, we've had surprisingly little Zeds. So after what was a really, really excruciatingly harrowing journey recently... This one has come along fairly nicely. We're feeling okay. You know what? I think we might even have time to do a little bit of light reading. What do you say, Frank? Feel like reading a little? Why don't you have a sit? Walk to the couch there. Sleep on the couch. I guess you won't sit. Okay, well, that's fine. Why don't you just start reading Carpentry for Beginners then? So we're going to stay up till, I think we will read this book until midnight. Once midnight rolls around, the witching hour, I think we'll lay Frank down for the evening. That's right. Once midnight rolls around, you don't know what's coming to town. Gotta be careful. It's dark. The witching hour. Anything could happen. Why are you thirsty, Frank? Because I keep stealing your water. That's why you're thirsty. All right, we'll stop reading for a moment. Let me get a drink. keep stealing all Frank's water bottles. Should probably not do that. So let's grab 2 of those. We get a fairly reasonable stockpile of water there. Although that's going to go quick if we can't just go over to the sink and refill whenever we want. And back to reading, Frank. You must learn the ways of the carpenter, Frank. Be like Jesus. Ignore the shrieking of the man dying outside, Frank. Yeah, I was already going to ignore that. I mean, you said you wanted me to be like Jesus, but let's face it, pal. I'm pretty fucking far from Jesus here. I'm about as far from Jesus as one man can get. I'm going to stay up a little bit longer, since we did get that meta noise. Now I'm a little worried. I want to stay awake a little while longer and see if I can just make sure there are no zombies beating on my surroundings, banging up my new house here. As long as it stays quiet till 1 a.m., I think we'll be okay. I'll probably shut out the lights, go to sleep, and Frank will call it a day. A fairly relaxing day, honestly, considering that this is the apocalypse. I mean, we had a pretty relaxing day. Walked around, found what I think is going to be sort of a new reasonably safe house for Frank to occupy. And other than that, really all we did was get a little light reading done. So it's been a pretty good day. Still hear no zombie pounding sounds, so it's okay. We could speed up time a little bit here, but with only 20 minutes left, that's fine. We stay up till 1 a.m., then I think we'll sleep a good solid 8 hours, get Frank a nice healthy night's sleep, and that's where we'll wrap things up. So come on, Frank. I'm getting real tired here, pal. Don't know if I'm fully absorbing all this carpentry information, what with my sleepiness. I think some of it's going over my head. I'm not really mechanically inclined. I just like to shoot people in the face. I'm real good at that. I know you are, Frank. I haven't got a chance to shoot any zombies in the face yet, but, you know, who knows what the future holds. All right, well, that's good for now. Let's put carpentry for beginners back on the shelf next to carpentry for intermediates. Give Frank a quick drink. Shut out the old lights. Also, turn off the stove, Frank, because I'm pretty sure you left it on. Yeah, don't leave the stove on, man. That's dangerous. And then Frank wants to sleep 10 hours. You know what? I'm okay with that. Let's let Frank sleep the full 10. We don't want Frank to be tired. And there we go. 11:20 a.m. and it's raining. That rain is bad, but something we'll have to deal with next time. So if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to me. And if you'd like to see Frank somehow thwart the water falling from the sky, I mean, I think you can shoot the clouds. I've tried it. It doesn't stop the rain. You can't kill a cloud, man. It's just water vapor. Oh, well, there you go. But if you'd like to see Frank try anyway, because I'm nothing if not good at shouting at the sky, consider subscribing as well. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Damn right we will.